According to this morning's edition of the daily newspaper Jutarnji List, Croatia intends to purchase the majority share package of the national oil company INA, currently held by Hungarian oil corporation MOL, and is prepared to raise the necessary 2.6 billion euros in debt financing to do so. The newspaper claims it derived the information after viewing an analysis of documents sent by the Croatian Economic Affairs Ministry to the U.S. State Department. The ministry has printed a facsimile of a document which shows that Economic Affairs Minister Ivan Vrdoljak plans to provide INA shares owned by the state as collateral for securing such a large loan. When contacted for information, the ministry issued a statement in which it insists that no decision has been made on the buy-off of MOL's share package and that the Croatian government and the ministry are now focused on the arbitration procedure and conclusion of negotiations with MOL. The former employees of the meatpacking company Sliema held a peaceful gathering at the headquarters of the Anti-Corruption and Organized Crime Bureau today. They say they have submitted documents which showed that in 2005, Zagreb Mayor Milan Bandic dispersed a rather large sum from the city budget to cover salaries and severance and halt the already initiated bankruptcy proceedings in that company, which then led to the disappearance of valuable processing machinery and an immense quantity of meat, followed by the fire sale of the company's assets. The employees are also protesting the voided sales contract whereby the city of Zagreb was registered as the factory's owner. Meanwhile, the employees of the light metals processing company TLM in Šibenik gathered in front of the plant this morning to express their dissatisfaction with the state of affairs in the company. They are unhappy with the lack of raw materials that is keeping production at a low volume in a number of the plant's facilities, with operations in the pressing mill virtually brought to a halt. They are calling on the company's top management to immediately resume full production and demanded that the government reevaluate the contract on TLM's privatization. They further said that if they do not receive their back salaries, they will go on strike next week. Despite exhaustion, the severely disabled war veterans have spent their seventh night in the street in front of the War Veterans Ministry as a continuation of their protests, in which their primary demands are the resignation of the Veterans Affairs Minister and his associates and the enactment of new legislation governing their rights. They are also seeking public debate on this proposed new legislation or amendments to existing laws. At noon, they set off in a procession to the troubled Immunology Institute to demonstrate their support for striking employees who are demanding back pay, among other things. Based on the final but still unofficial results of the second round of elections for the prefect of Sisak Moslavina County, the winner is Ivo Žinić, representing a coalition led by the Croatian Democratic Union with just over 56% of the votes. His opponent, Davorko Vidović from the Social Democrat-led coalition, won about 41% of the vote. The county had to have by-elections to replace former county prefect Marina Lovrić-Merzel, who resigned after being arrested in a major corruption probe. In sports, in women's handball, Zagreb's Lokomotiva chalked up their second loss in the European Champions League last night. They were defeated by Danish team Viborg with a score of 25-18. And in regional basketball action in the ABA League, Zadar lost on their home court last night to Belgrade's Crvena Zvezda with a score of 63-79. And finally, the weather forecast for the rest of the day. Skies will be largely clear and sunny in most of the country, although more clouds can be expected in the western highlands adjacent to the northern coast. Moderate to strong Bora winds will hit the Adriatic coast, with gale force gusts at the foot of the Velebit Massif. These winds will abate and turn to northwesterly winds in Dalmatia. The sea will be moderately choppy, although higher waves can be expected in the north. Today's high temperatures will linger around 11 degrees Celsius inland and range from 15 to 20 degrees on the coast. Over the next few days, inland regions can expect cool mornings, often with frost, as well as local patches of morning fog or low-hanging clouds that will begin to persist by midweek. Skies will remain mostly clear on the coast, while passing clouds in Dalmatia on Wednesday and Thursday may bring some light rainfall. Bora winds will continue to blow with gale force gusts tomorrow, mostly in the Velebit Channel. Nights and mornings will also be cool, and the Eastern Peninsula can expect frost.